Cool. Epic.
Hello.
I think we're there.
Oh,
Dope.
are we?
Dope. Cool. Tight. We're good. How are you, fam?
I'm good.
Excellent.
I'm good.
Excellent. You know, I just want to say one thing before we begin. Just one thing.
Sure.
Welcome to Stream Theory, the only podcast that's hosted by yours truly, the quirked up white boy. Still wondering about getting that diagnosis for go to with the sauce, but we're getting there. Today I am joined by yet another quirked up individual, HighlightLowlight, streamer extraordinaire.
Hello.
How you doing? Yeah. I was gonna add more, but the clown.
The clown. No, the
know.
definitive edition clown.
The definitive edition. That work? Yeah, sure. No,
Yep.
That works. Yeah. How you doing, fam?
Hello. Oh, I'm doing good.
Yeah, man. It's good to have you on the show. For I don't know how many episodes I've literally have lost track of this amount of episodes. I know it's not 10, but I know it's more than 5. So somewhere in between that 8 area. Mostly because I haven't posted the past few episodes. So this episode is most likely going to come out on Spotify and other places towards the end of the month, which kind of sucks. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Just be patient, gamers. Audio listeners, love you to death. On Spotify and other platforms, if we have them by this point. I really don't fucking know anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. We've got Spotify, and that's about it. And YouTube now, because we posted on my VODs channel. Also, hi YouTube. We gotta say hi. We have to say hi to literally everyone. We gotta say hi to Spotify, YouTube, Twitch.tv because we're live right now. Chat.
Real.
Other places in the future, like we might be on Amazon. Hope maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Does Amazon has a podcast program, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, that's fair, fam. That's fair. But yeah, welcome into Stream Theory. Yeah. So Highlight, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? And I mean, tell me. Tell literally the audio listeners, because I already know you, but inform.
It's true.
But I'm gonna pretend like I don't know. So
Hello all the audio listeners here.
That's crazy.
I'm HighlightLowlight, your favorite clown around town. I mean, I mostly stream on Twitch. I do weekly these days. I used to do daily.
Just do daily.
Don't do daily. It's a mistake, kids.
That's fair. That's completely valid.
Yeah, no, I used to be a Minecraft streamer. Now I just stream variety, and that's really all about me as a content creator. I just show up, I play a game, I do some commentating, and then I end stream. That's my whole life in terms of content creation.
That's fair, fam. That's fair though. I do not blame you. I don't blame you. So you used to do daily streams?
Sometimes twice a day.
Sometimes twice a day. Jesus Christ, my guy.
I was not doing a lot in summer of 2021.
That's completely valid. I'll give you that. I will give you that for sure. Homie, I was doing daily streams back in 2020 and then early 2021, and that was like a lot for me because I would do like school and that at the same time, and also working a full-time job. It was not my best decision in life.
How?
I had zero free time.
Did you sleep?
No.
Did you sleep?
No. No, I did not. I would literally get up at 9 o'clock, get on to Zoom to do my class or whatever. I would eat cereal because I'd have my camera turned off because no one had their fucking cameras on. If you were in Zoom University, you would fucking know, chat. You would know that no one ever had their cameras on. No one ever participated. It was too early for that shit. So yeah,
not a damn soul.
Not a damn soul. I would literally just would sit there and eat my breakfast while watching TikToks and quote paying attention to class. Totally was though.
Yeah.
If my parents were listening, I was totally paying attention the whole time.
Paying deep attention, learned a lot. Very informative.
Very participatory, for sure. No doubt about that. Anyway, but yeah, no, for real. Like I would literally do that, and then I'd go back to sleep for a few hours, wake up, go to work for a little bit, come back home, eat dinner, and I'd stream from 11 to 1. I had crazy fucking hours. I was up late.
Hell.
Yeah, I know. I was a madman. I had
Yeah.
zero free time. Luckily, I also had no friends at the time because literally I was in that epic part of post high school where you lose all your best friends and stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
that was me.
Oh,
So,
never
yeah.
fun that part.
No, never from that part. So and instead of dealing with it with a healthy way, I decided to stream a shit ton. But yeah, you know. So yeah. So you're a variety streamer.
I am.
Previously a Minecraft streamer. Tell me about your beginnings on Twitch.tv or just in content, like content creation in general. How did you get into the biz?
How I got into the biz, so to speak, was I saw one Mr. Rambu live streaming, and I said, yeah, I could do that. And then I went live, not playing Minecraft at all, instead playing Celeste, because it was the game I was playing at the moment.
So this is a good
And
game.
eventually I
Excellent.
just switched over to Minecraft, and I was like, yep, this pulls viewers, so I stayed with playing that for a very long time.
Valid. So were
And
you?
then-
Let me ask you this question real quick. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
real quick. Were you post or pre Dream SMP Ronbu? Before he got in or
Post.
after? Okay,
Oh no,
after.
post,
Yeah,
long
fair
post. This was like January 11th, 2021 was my first stream.
Oh my, that was
Yep.
I remember that week. That was
Quite a week.
That was
Yeah,
quite a
it was a
week.
busy week.
It was a real busy week in the States.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy. The new year, am I right? No.
Yeah, what a wonderful new year.
What a crazy new year 2021 was. But yeah, so you started streaming, inspired by the lovely Ronbu.
Yep.
Crazy, absolutely mental. So cool. So you're streaming Minecraft. Did you start off like were you like speedrunning or were you like doing like what kind of shit were you doing, fam?
I initially started streaming like just a single player survival world I made solely to stream. And then I got bored of it, so I decided I'd make a lore-based SMP, which ended after 3 days. And then I still had the server for another month, so I said, hey, you know what, I'll turn it into a viewer SMP. I played on that a lot, and then I turned that viewer SMP into a private SMP. That lasted 6 months. And oh boy, did I stream a lot during those 6 months.
So you're telling me that you had a lore based SMP to begin with
Yep.
that lasted only 3 days.
Yes, I am.
How?
Don't know. We just kind of all said, we don't want to do this anymore. And then we went, yeah, that's fair. And I went, yeah, that's fair. I just said,
that's valid.
I'm going to reuse the server for something else.
Yeah, and then you had a viewer SMP.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So what kind of shenanigans did you get up to? Were you the type of person that was like, all right, guys, everyone, we're going to gather around. We're going to do a group build today. We're going to build the Eiffel Tower, but scuffed. Or were you more like, all right, just do whatever you want. If you run into me or I run into you, just make content out of it. What was your approach with this viewer SMP?
Really, I didn't have like enough of a viewer base to be like, all right, guys, we're going to do a community build with
Fair
2 of you. But
Hey, man, 2 people's a
what
lot of people,
happened-
just saying.
fair enough. But I just kind of opened up. It was like a survival server, and it was like, if I see you, I see you, and we'll figure something out. And then eventually, I closed it into a private server, and that's when things got very fun. That was, I've probably mentioned to you before, the Fantasia SMP, which was...
I do remember this, yes.
Whew,
But for the
that was
audio
a lot.
listeners that don't know.
It was a server that I was the owner of for 6 months from mid to late March of 2021 to early September-ish of 2021. And
Wild.
yeah, it had lore elements eventually with the most insane story I've ever imagined I could have thought of. And a lot of builds, such as the cube, which is just a giant black cube out of concrete. We were very creative.
Praise be the cube.
Praise be the cube.
Praise be the cube. You love to see
Praise
it.
be.
Did you name it Kevin?
Nope, it was just the cube. Sadly,
No, that's
we can't doubt the cube.
for
To
sure.
assign a name to the cube would be heresy.
Sure. For sure. Absolutely. So you had Fantasia for a while, and was this did you meet any cool people at this point, or is it just like you were still just streaming with like the people that were still in from the last stream, or like were you inviting people, or like tell me a little bit more about Fantasia.
So what would happen is I had basically been playing on it. I had some of my friends who I knew from real life played on the server, and then I had content underscore bacon was rated me on the first day I streamed. So I was like, hey bestie, you like Minecraft? Here's the server.
Fair enough.
So he got on there, and then over time I would just be watching people's Twitch streams because it was 2021 and we had nothing to do. And then I just be like,
true.
I like this person. Hey, you want to join my Minecraft SMP? Not in their chat, but like, you know, after they'd finished, I'd be like a regular chatter and such, you know, kind of get a feel for them.
Yeah, so
and
you
then
weren't just
eventually
jumping
I'd be
in, yeah.
like, yeah, and then I'd just eventually like, if I've been in their Discord a while, you know, I'm like, hey, you seem server?
Yeah, I
Some
gotcha.
of them joined, some of them didn't, but this is how I met a few people. But, ooh, who did I meet? It's a number of people. I have to scroll through the full list of
You tell
server
me,
members.
fam. I wasn't there. I'm
Oh yeah, no, I've forgotten. But well, I met Matrix. You know Matrix, one of my friends.
I do know Matrix. Yeah.
Met Brimel through that.
Also know Brian. Brian's a great person.
Yep. You don't know Sunbro or Loops, but those two were also members. In terms of other core members, there were people like Aster, who used to stream under the name Cave Bees. And then there was, there were people like, Ghost, who is not a streamer, a lot of not streamers. Ghost Frog, there was, yep, I already mentioned Content Bacon, there was Sunny. A lot of these people, we all just kind of got on and screwed around.
Yeah.
And
got you.
it was pretty just an SMP. How do I describe it beyond that? It's like,
Good point.
you know when something's just like yeah, we're just playing Minecraft and building stuff and having fun.
Yeah. No,
Exactly that.
I get that. Yeah. Yeah. I when I started my SMP or whatever, getting people to join was the absolute worst thing. Personally, I don't know about you, but like finding a group of people was very difficult. I put out a Reddit thread on a.
Put out a Reddit
I
thread.
put out a Reddit thread, being like, "Yo, I'm starting a content SMP. Who wants to start or whatever?" And that's how I met a bunch of great people, and a bunch of not so great people.
Which meet the great people at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But just like Bacon, I would rate people to hopefully like reel them into the server essentially. So like Olive Bound was someone I just rated or whatever, and I was like, hey, you should play on our Minecraft server. It'd be really cool. And then proceeded to bully Olive for about 3 months to get Minecraft Bedrock Edition to play with us.
Oh my fucking god.
For sure. But like, yeah, starting a server is tricky. But like, I think it's so funny the amount of well, just in general, how many servers spawned from the pandemic that
There was
like blew up into different
like an explosion of SMPs.
yeah, for real.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Like couldn't go on Twitter for 10 seconds without being like, hey guys, I'm starting a new SMP. Who wants to join? I'm like, you're the 6th person in 5 tweets.
Yeah. Honestly. I mean, like, cause like if we remember back to 2019, we had SMP Live or whatever with literally everyone who wasn't on that server.
Literally everyone. Who was not?
Literally everyone was on that server.
Wilbur was on that server before he was a well-known streamer.
Yeah, legitimately. I think that actually
The voice actor
that's funny.
of Gumball.
Gumball's, yeah, that's right.
Server.
That's right. Where was this? What was
Junkie
it?
Janker or
Junkie
something?
Janker. That's right. Junkie Janker.
That's the one.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder how he's doing. Big fan of Junkie Janker. I hope he's doing well.
Yep.
No, but I think that's funny because it evolved from that to SMP Earth, which was Wilbur's pet project, to be like, I'm gonna start a lore-based server. But then it just evolved into geopolitical conflict, and then it fell apart within 2 months, which is very sad because I really did enjoy SMP Earth. I thought that was a great
Pretty
server.
cool while it lasted.
Yeah, for sure. Big fans of the Antarctic Empire. That was great stuff. Was not a techno fan. Was not.
Really?
Never been the biggest techno fan. I'm a fan of techno. Let me get this straight though. I am a fan of techno, but I've never been like a huge fan of techno.
I gotcha. So you're like Yeah, he's cool.
I'm a casual techno viewer.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, casual tech. That makes sense.
But the Antarctic Empire, between that and the Dream versus Technoblade video, that really got me into like or aware of his content. But yeah, I think that's funny though, because like the evolution between SMP Live to SMP Earth to then that period of time between March of 2020 and what was it, June? Those 3 months where it was kind of radio silent because there wasn't like a huge SMP. I mean, granted, there was the SMP Live reunion special, the fundraiser, but I think it's funny that it went from that to then going to Dream SMP, which was more like
oh my god,
which was more like SMP Live to begin with, which is like a group of tight knit friends or whatever, dicking around, and then adding more and more people in. But I think it's funny how those two divulge between. SMP Live being bloated and literally you can watch anyone ever play on it, or you can go the Dream SMP route, which was, let's turn it lore based or whatever. But yeah, I feel like just between those three SMPs alone, just back to back, it really just was like it spawned an era, if you will. Yep. Which has its downsides. I will say that there have been some questionable moments.
Yeah, call it questionable as a phrasing.
Multiple members on all parties, honestly. But I think it's so funny that like because of those three, we've had so many things such as such as SMP Mini or Fantasia or Nightfall or other smaller based SMPs. Not based with, people with millions of followers. And so I think it's so funny how that boomed essentially, and it created it created
a lot of like communities and connections that didn't exist prior. Yeah, which was very interesting and pretty good.
I think now more than ever the not only the Minecraft community, but like communities in Twitch and YouTube and stuff are so tight knit. It's great. I think that's such a unique thing to have now. Because I don't think that would be achievable nowadays. I just had it not been for the pandemic locking everyone inside and just not having anything to do, and those just coincidence of 3 giant SMPs with a bunch of people in it, I don't think we would be in the place we were. I certainly would not have met you.
Certainly not.
Sorry, that sounds really fucked up. It's like, I wouldn't ever have dealt with you. But
no, there's no way we would have interacted.
No, God, no. Unless like one of us blowed up and we were like fucking studying each other for research purposes. But like, I think it is so funny, just like the groups of people that have emerged, or I guess.
Assembled
is good. That's a good word. Just out of that whole group base. But yeah, crazy.
So that was a big SMP boom.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, after Fantasia ended for the month of September.
Yes.
I didn't stream for half of September because I was getting settled into college for the first time. So I didn't stream for those 2 weeks because I was like, I'm too busy figuring out college. But then, when I finally got back to it, right around the start of October, was this other SMP called the Oink SMP, with one Shy Pig. I think is their username now.
I have had so many people on this SMP talk. I've had so many people in this series of episodes talk about Oink SMP in such high regard. I think it's interesting because I always feel like I hear something new about it every time. But please continue.
It was pretty fun. I was very wild during the month of October, just generally, but Oink was a pretty fun SMP. It was just a ton of random people who applied. Cool little bug fact that I might have to tell children someday if I have them. I met my boyfriend on the Oink SMP.
Well, how about
in
that?
Minecraft.
Well, how about that, fam? Lovely. Oh, man.
So that was a thing that happened, but it was a very fun SMP. There was like lore, but I never really got involved with it a ton. I wanted to, but it was mostly stuff just kind of happened off camera, I guess, when people weren't live.
Yeah.
But this was also when I got introduced to a fun little data pack called Incendium. I love Incendium. I am a fanatic for that data pack.
I've had brief experiences with Incendium, mostly fighting God a lot.
Oh yeah, I love that boss fight.
Yeah.
Hovering in front was great.
I had some issues with it, personally. But yes, Incendium. Yeah, tell me more about this Incendium, and the data pack and such.
So, Incendium is basically like this one dude, Starmute, who has made a lot of other data packs. Basically, just said, "What if I made the Nether update, but again this time?" And so, basically, him and his whole team just kind of stuffed a ton of additional generation and structures and biomes into the Nether, and it's very interesting and unique.
Okay.
It also adds a lot of challenge and a lot of fun different artifacts and things to raid.
It does add a lot of challenge. I can confirm.
Yep. But I was a very big fan of the Forbidden Castles, which are a structure that has a ton of Piglin Brutes, which know how to use Elytra and dig through walls. So that's terrifying. They will dig out a pillar from under you if you try to run away. I should also mention that Oink did not give us access to the end for a very long time, so there was no running away.
Cool.
But
certainly sounds like a good time.
Oh, it was a great time by my standard. It was very challenging and just fun. As a data pack, very fun. I'll come back to Incendium later because it inspired something, project of my own.
Yes,
later.
I definitely want to talk about that before our time is up this evening.
Yes.
But continue. Sorry, continue.
Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this one stream. Mid-November? No, mid-October. Mid to late October. I jokingly put a sub-goal that I'd wear a maid dress.
Hey man, we've all been there.
Stream.
We've all been there.
Yep. So I did the maid dress stream. I held my promise, and then because I thought I was a silly guy, I put up another sub goal saying I'd wear a bunny outfit. I hit that one in the same stream.
Damn, that's impressive.
So, yeah, no, it was wild. Apparently, my viewers really wanted to see me in the bunny suit. Wild time. But, yeah, both of those streams certainly occurred, and
those are things that happened, for sure.
There were things that happened. You know what? I looked good in the bunny outfit. I'm not gonna backtrack on that.
I'm sure you did, Fib. I don't doubt it.
Yep.
Lovely.
But
yeah.
That's kind of one of those things. It's one of those things that I feel like I have to mention anytime anyone asks about what I've done as a streamer.
No, fair enough. No, I think it is quite humorous, the amount of not cross-dressing. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, I guess kind of. I guess just people who want to see their streamers in
silly outfits.
Yeah, basically. I'm like trying to come up with like fancy terms for this.
There's no real term for it.
No, there is not. It is literally
people just want to see their silly little guys in silly little outfits.
Yeah. People want to see quirky people and quirky get-ups, and that's that. And I think it's funny that it's just a thing that it's so normal here. I feel like you go anywhere else, like, and it'd just be like, oh, okay, that's a little bit weird. Why is that a goal that this person has and stuff? Because like on YouTube, I feel like when you get a goal or whatever, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do like a giveaway, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. On Twitter, I don't typically see too many goals.
Yeah, I don't really see that on
with
Twitter.
that kind of stuff. On TikTok, it's mostly just people doing dancing. I feel like. Whenever they hit a goal, but I feel like it's just like only on Twitch.tv kind of thing. It's just like, yep, all right, time to wear my silly goofy outfit now, with 15 pom poms on their shoes and a mini skirt. So
yeah, time for
lovely.
God, what a time.
No doubt about it. Yeah. So continue. You because accomplishments and such. What other things are you proud of?
I mean, you know, I wouldn't say I've done anything crazy as a streamer. Mostly. Oh, I did do a 12-hour charity stream once. That was fun.
That's crazy.
I streamed for 12 hours to raise money to help one of my friends in another country with some basically life stuff. They needed cash for an emergency. So I went, yep, I got you, bestie.
That's fair enough. Been there before. Also, I've been there before. Also, have done that.
And
word.
Yeah, but that actually brings us basically. So on Oink, I meant Celeste.
Yes.
And so this brings us to Nightfall, to which I was allowed on, and that's where we met.
Yes, indeed. Speaking of Celeste, they just appeared in my chat.
What's up, bestie?
That is literally fucking like summoning the devil. Just feeling like you come here. Yeah, conjured. Absolutely. Audio listeners, the person we're talking about is in the live chat. You don't know though. You can't see anything. You're an audio listener.
If you do want to see, you could always go to twitch.tv/ZachronLive.
This is true. This is absolutely true. You should absolutely do that. Also rate 5 stars if that's still a thing. I don't even know how the rating system goes on Spotify. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still haven't figured it out.
Follow the
podcast. Yeah. Listen to it in the background. Maybe like I don't know, like
put it on loop.
Yeah. I wouldn't say no to that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so we met. Yeah, back in what was it? February of last year. So a full year ago.
Late January, early February.
Yeah, crazy, a wild time. Absolutely.
Decidedly so.
Those were the days. I think it's funny because when we started playing on the server, that was like one of the few times I streamed on Nightfall or whatever. That makes it sound like I didn't want to stream. The reason why was because my internet was shit and I didn't have a LAN cable just yet, and I just kind of stopped streaming or whatever on Nightfall just because like I would do part of a stream and it'd just be like and it would cut out for like 5 minutes and you'd miss like huge chunks of story. So I decided that's not the best thing. But
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's funny because we met on day one.
We met on day one because I surprised joined a VC that you and Olive were in.
Completely, like, not planned, not whatever.
I didn't know if you two had plans. I was just like, hey guys, what's up, campers?
Olive and I had a little bit of plans because Olive was really the only one that I knew personally, minus Toast and Insert that were on for a little bit. But they kind of went off and did their own thing. So I was like, hey Olive, you wanna story stuff? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then you were just like, hey besties, what's good? I am now here. And I was like, okay, sounds good. I am
now here.
That works. And I think it is funny just because of how integrated, like, we became in each other's stories of the server.
Oh yeah, no, that was really funny.
Just unintentional,
completely unintentional. A chance meeting.
Yeah.
Basically set up like 75% of the story I had on Nightfall.
For real.
Optimal.
Yeah.
The story was just me gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing both Zychron and Olive and some other people for fun.
For real.
It was real.
I just decided, I was like, there's a lot of stories going on here. I'm just gonna sit back and like chill and be like somewhat of a antagonist, but not always at the same time. And just like be in the background of people's stream and just like be there occasionally. I don't know about you, Highlight, but I realized very quickly on Nightfall or whatever that maybe, you know, me being there was like, okay, I feel like I am in a pool of people. I'm gonna let them do their thing, and I'm just happy to be here, kind of situation.
That's fair. I had not been in like a server that had a ton of lore. Fantasia had lore, but it was like 2 months between streams. Between like lore streams there.
Fair enough.
So when Nightfall was the first time, I was like, oh boy, get to crack my knuckles and just go for it. So I did some pretty regular lore there. It was very fun.
Yeah. With my old server SMP Mini, the first season at least, we did have lore, but like we were definitely more of a tight knit group than Nightfall was. Nightfall was it was definitely jumping into the deep end.
It was,
for me.
yeah.
It was something else. I don't regret doing it at all because I met a bunch of cool people, like yourself included. But like, I think it's I was definitely way in over my head, and I was like, this is not what I thought this was gonna be.
Small server, then there's 60 people on it.
For sure. Like do you remember the application process? Surely, yes.
Vaguely.
Were you? Yeah, I remember like filling out mine, and the reasons why I should join the server, I literally just put like something like, funny man, haha, yes me, funny, or like just like something so fucking stupid, just because I was like, all right, let's just see if I get in or not. We're like, because I was like, maybe I'll get in, maybe not, no big deal, whatever. If I don't, cool if I do, oh well if I don't. I'm realizing Sel's now listening to this, and she's probably being like, yeah, that explains a lot. But yeah, I think it's so funny what a chance encounter you and I had on the very first day, which then devolved into what, 3 months of.
It was probably 3 months.
Yeah, well, I mean, because we set up a base together. I was like, I'm building a house. I was like, do you want in? And you're like, fuck yeah. And then I was like,
sure, I don't have one yet.
All right, cool. So that it just devolved into you, Olive, and myself, and occasionally Phantom the Nine when he joined later.
And occasionally Phantom. And occasionally like Shadow Demons showed up at some point.
Shadow Demons were there. Cell was there for a little bit, brewing
Cell was
alcohol
there, yep.
in the under the stairs for reasons.
There was a magic school, I think.
There was a magic school. We never finished that. I'm so disappointed that we never finished that, because that would have been so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I also totally wasted my powers as a ghost. I could have gotten so many diamonds, and I didn't. And I don't know why.
Ooh.
I literally had the opportunity, and I just didn't use it. And I will never forgive myself.
Tragedy.
Yeah, it really was. I thought, I hoped, I prayed, but no.
Nope. Yeah. Wasn't in the cards.
For real. I'm getting a hydrate. Lovely. I have to drink real quick. Give me 5 seconds here.
Yep.
Hydration is important. Yes. The magic school indeed. Yeah.
For audio listeners at home, did you know that if you go to twitch.tv/ZychronLive, you too can make this hydrate midway through a podcast?
This is true. I think it's very interesting, the dynamic. Because last episode I had Legend on, and he was just self-promoting himself the entire time. And you're just here being like, support this guy.
Did you know that the
coin toss? Oh my god, which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, fam.
Oh yeah, no.
I think it's fucking hysterical. Between just one episode flipped over. Literally, people from last episode are like, "Oh yeah, so true," and then people are listening now, just like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Which is fine. It happens. But yeah, stuff. The duality of man, indeed, Legend.
The duality of man.
Speaking of the devil, a lot of that this episode. Love light, great stuff.
My.
So Nightfall happened for a few months. That was epic.
Yes.
That was big.
And then, kind of like right after, Nightfall calmed down a lot, I started work on my data pack.
True. Which is another thing we need to talk about. This epic data pack. What is it? What does it do? What's gonna be coming? What's the stuff?
So it's currently in its beta edition, but what we have so far, essentially, I decided that I wanted to add a sort of system of ritual magic to Minecraft.
Okay.
And basically what that meant was I just made a data pack that incorporated like a few things, like there's this system where you go to a swamp and you kill this one type of witch a couple times and you get this book, etc. And it kind of instructs you along, and what happens is you just construct this one special ritual area, basically. And then there's a ton of different rituals you can just do. I kind of designed it with multiplayer in mind to a certain extent, because there are things like, there's convenience bits, like you can change the time to day or night, you can make it rain, stop raining, make it thunder if you want to get some mob heads.
That definitely
convenience bits like that.
Yeah.
But there's also my favorite section, which is all of the curses you can inflict on your poor friends. You want to stop someone from jumping?
Of course,
oh yeah,
curses.
you can do that. You want to make it so someone can never have full hunger? I got you, bestie. You want to make it so that someone starts dying if they go below like 6 bars of hunger? Yeah, I can do that. And of course, my favorite, the curse of the Looney Tunes, which I will not be explaining in any detail.
You didn't actually put Looney Tunes
I
in
put
for
the curse of the Looney Tunes.
Okay, but you didn't actually like put it a copyrighted Looney Tune. Did you?
I don't know.
Oh god. Okay. Lovely. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to play it then to find out myself. But yeah, so you're in beta, which is very sad. So imagine having a beta, instead of an alpha data pack. Cringe. No, but
oh my god. Sorry, my data pack's not a Sigma, you guys.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Sigma data pack. But yeah, how long you've been working on this since? When? Remind me again.
Oh, it had to be like April or May of 2021.
Okay, so yes,
I've been working on like on and off.
Yeah.
I would like binge do it for like 2 weeks to a month, and then I just not do it for like a month to 2 or 3.
That's fair. That's how I am with editing. I'll do a project. Like right now, I'm working on editing down when I play Deltarune. And I'm like, okay, cool. I can edit it down. I'll cut it down into like hour segments, and it's not bad. That's great. It's fine. It's whatever. I'll get it done because the smaller segments will get me more motivated to finish them, and it'll be great. I have, to this day, only finished one part of it.
Ooh.
And there's 9 hours to cut down of gameplay.
Ouch.
So I am like banging my head in frustration trying to get that kind of stuff done. But I understand like being really motivated for like 5 seconds to work on something and then just being like, okay, I'm gonna touch this in like 2 months. It's real. It's a real issue. Dividing us Americans these days.
These days.
Yeah, it
needs to be addressed. State of the Union.
State of the Union style for sure. We need to get Biden on it. He needs to do a press conference and everything. Just have the United Nations to a summit.
Oh my god.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, so you've got it done. You're in the beta, which is it's far along into development, which is great. You'd love to see it.
So this is kind of the version 1. Oh, I had something I wanted to say about it. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, it's also full of secrets. There's a lot of stuff. There's basically a guidebook it gives you.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that I just left as secrets and didn't put in the guidebook. Well, I'm just gonna say that. Have fun.
That would encourage exploration, though. That's fun. I like that, though. I like being like, okay, well, you've got all this stuff. Here's like the main things you can do, but you can also go and find out some random shit. Like, it's almost like how Breath of the Wild is built, or whatever. So like, you're like, okay, here are the 4 main divine beasts. These are the main quests. But while you're there, you can do like 40 fucking mini dungeons all across the map that are in between. Or you can go talk to these other people in this other village that we have hidden by the ocean side. We're not going to tell you about or whatever. Like, and that's good. That's good development. That definitely enforces people to be like, okay, I'm gonna try out this instead with my potions and stuff for the thing. So it's in beta right now.
Yeah, it's in beta right now. I'll give you a Zychron exclusive tip for one of the milder secrets. There's a spell in it called Spell of the Blast Miner. It's built for nether mining for netherite.
Right.
What it normally does, you'd find out in-game, is that it shoots this line of explosives basically in the cardinal direction that you're facing. But, Zychron exclusive, if you angle yourself correctly, you can have it shoot out in 2 cardinal directions at the same time.
Oh, how about that, chat? How about that? Very cool. So, is this publicly released yet, or do you have are you working on a release day, or like?
I've got my beta testers, and what I'm really looking for is to just see if I can optimize it to run more efficiently, or if it uses too many resources.
Okay.
And B, to find all the bugs that are definitely in there. C, to find out what's clear and unclear.
That's valid. So we're working on figuring things up. We're doing some minor polishing, making it shine like the top of the Chrysler building.
Exactly.
We're getting there essentially. Okay, word. Very cool, dude. Very cool. But so this has definitely been a major passion project for you for sure. It sounds like, and I'm glad you're getting far into development with it. I have a numerous amount of friends who are in game development, Just like in the actual business, and also just kind of off the side, just doing a fun little project like you're doing in this case. So I absolutely, and then I also have a little bit of experience myself, so I understand the trials and tribulation for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, very cool. Do you have a tentative release date you're trying to push for?
I haven't really made a tentative release date yet. Knowing me, I'm probably just gonna drop it on a random day where I'm like, yeah, this version's fine. And I'm just gonna put it somewhere and then tweet it out and be like, hey guys, I did it. And then I'm not gonna shut up about it for like 3 weeks.
If it works, it works, fam. If it works, it works.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, if by some miracle you release it in the next month or whatever, and I post this video on YouTube, it might be down below. You never know, gamers. We'll see.
You never know.
It might be there. It might be worth taking a check. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, also, since I'm just looking for beta testers, hey, anyone can beta test this. I don't really care. Just at me on Twitter.
For sure. Where would that at be?
Now that at would be at HighlightLowlight, spelled HighlightLowlight.
And you can rewind that chat too, so you can pull it back. Unless you're a live listener, then you have to wait till the VOD comes out. Sorry.
Yep.
Not sorry.
You'll know it's the right me if the profile picture is of a little jester guy.
For real. The clown. Yeah, absolutely.
The clown.
Absolute hooligan, if you will.
Indeed.
For sure. Excellent. So, highlight. We're getting closer to the end of the show. We've still got a few minutes.
We
are. But what's going on with you, fam? What's the future for Highlight Lowlight? Not only with Twitch on stuff and the data pack, but beyond that, what's the future for Highlight Lowlight?
Future for Highlight Lowlight. Well, it's a lot of streaming and the data pack. Main future for me is I've been kind of on rest from streaming for a while because of school, which got abruptly more difficult.
Valid.
The future looks like me getting back into it a lot more, and also really the data pack, adding so many more features. I'm talking I want to make you able to infuse yourself with the magics of the world and do some crazy shenanigans.
No doubt about it.
Stepping that up increasingly.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of continuing on the same course, but building on top of what I've got so far, really.
Gotcha. I got you, fam. I got you. Very cool. Epic. Cool. So yeah, you're working on that streaming stuff. Tell me what are you looking to stream in the near future? Any games you're looking forward to? Any events you're looking forward to? You going to any cons as Highlight Lowlight? Doing any VTuber meetups?
Any VTuber? Oh, I wish I could. I wish. But for the future, games I'm gonna play. Destiny 2 has a new expansion coming up it's either the end of this month or start of the next. Mm-hmm. It's called Lightfall. I'm going to be streaming Destiny 2 during that a lot. So much. Okay. And just my general variety streams until then, which is things like me playing, I don't know, Wizard of Legend, maybe Ultra Kill.
Okay.
Random games I find. And, I don't know. I kind of have my own section where I tend to stay because it's just I go here to hang out and have fun and chill.
Yeah,
I might get back into doing Minecraft challenge runs. Those were where I really started playing Minecraft.
Okay.
Oh, my first challenge run was Minecraft, but I can't use crafting tables, weapons, armor, tools.
Yeah.
Flint and steel or buckets, I think.
Oh, that's rough.
Yep. I did it. It took 8 hours.
Fair enough. I don't doubt it. That sounds like a lot of mining, my guy.
Oh yeah, no, it was a nightmare.
For sure.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. So we've come to the end of our show. It's a little bit of a shorter one this time, which is fine. But reasons. Cool. Highlight. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the audience? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to be like, hey, be on the lookout for this because it's a thing that's happening.
I've mentioned my Twitter
Right.
Highlight Lowlight spelled with LITE instead of the full word light, but also my Twitch, twitch.tv/HighlightLowlight, spelled like the actual words.
Right. With it.
And then other than that,
LIGHT.
LIGHT.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, there's this one really cool guy I know. Pretty niche. You might have to search a bit to find him.
Do a bit of scrounging
his name
around.
is Zycron.
Bit of scrounging for sure.
His name is Zycron, twitch.tv/Zycron Live. You guys should go, there's this thing called Twitch Prime, which you should absolutely spend on Zycron Live.
Guys, it's free money. It's free money. And you don't even know you have it.
Oh.
I'm glad we left that bit in 2021. Or 2020. I don't even remember when we...
2022? We left that bit in one of the 2020 somethings.
Something, yeah. In this decade, which I can't even believe we're 3 years into already. Jesus Christ. Lovely. All right, cool. Highlight. Thank you so much, fam, for being on the show. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope your development goes well and your Twitch career is also well. But yes, that will be it for today's episode of Stream Theory. Like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Share and follow if you're on Spotify. And 5 stars on iTunes if we're on iTunes or Google Play.
Wherever
this thing is. Yeah, or Amazon.com. Facebook doesn't have it, any podcast, but I probably wouldn't put it there to begin with. Cool.
True.
Very cool. All right, gamers. Bye now.